Okay, am I on? I think I am. Hello to no one, but if you're watching this after the event, I suggest you skip forward a minute or two and then we'll have probably started and got to the good stuff. I'm just going to wait for some people to turn up. Hopefully they will shortly. Hello, welcome. I think some people are joining now. Say hello in the chat when you're here. Hi, Rahul. Hi, David. Hi, Olia. Oli1A. Oli1A, maybe. Hello. Hope you got a cup of tea. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Juanita. I hope I pronounced that correctly. My Spanish is a little iffy. I'm guessing it's a Spanish name. Oh, thanks, David. You're very kind. Hello to Germany. You've got coffee, David. Good choice. It's a little bit late for coffee here. Hi, Emmett. So tonight I'm going to keep it open as usual, here to answer your questions. So hopefully you brought a question or two with you. If you want, I'll review your site. But if you've been on a stream with when Doug's on, you'll know he's always warning that that's a bad idea and people might steal your ideas and that kind of stuff. So it's entirely up to you. But be aware, obviously, if you share your site, it is going to be up on YouTube and anyone can see it and have a look at it. Hello, Adrian in London. Amit, I'm fine. How are you? So if anyone's got a question to get us started, I think there's about 10 online so far. So that's a good start. Okay, well, let me start with a topic. I was recording a video today, actually. It's not quite finished yet. It should be up soon. But it was all around SSL and adding a security certificate to your website so that people can access it over HTTPS. Now, if you're running a site with HostGator, I'm afraid you're going to have to upgrade to the baby plan, I think it is. And then I think it's like a $30 or something like that charge a year, which is not too bad. And I think there's many advantages in getting a certificate installed on your site. The first one is it's good for SEO. A lot of SEO experts are now saying that getting a certificate can improve your rankings. So that's obviously a good thing. The next thing is that the Chrome browser, I think very soon, is going to start giving people warnings when they come to a site that's not secure. And so they go to enter a search box or fill in a form. They might get a warning, which obviously could put them off your site and make them leave. So if you've got a little bit of extra cash, the video will be up soon. I recommend checking out getting a certificate. Okay, so we've got a couple of questions coming in. So let's have a look. So the first one is how to promote ClickBank products. Well, a ClickBank product is the same as any other affiliate type of product, although they are generally kind of ebooks and that kind of stuff, but that doesn't really make much difference. The thing you want to do when you're promoting any affiliate product is create good content on your site. So, you know, write articles about the products, maybe a review, maybe a list, maybe a how-to, do some tutorials. And again, do these as a video if you can. That'll work even better. So, for example, I do a lot of tutorials, and within them, you may have noticed that there's the odd affiliate product. So, you know, that's a great way of promoting stuff. So it might be, you know, how to lose weight, and you could write a guide on that and then include links to various products that would complement it. And that kind of leads on to the next question from Rahul, who's saying, can you give a basic example of writing an article for Amazon affiliate and getting traffic? Now, we've talked about this a few times, but the kind of articles you want to write, I don't know if you saw before we went over to Baby Gear Lab. Let me just share my screen with you and I'll show you a good article. So it takes me 2 seconds just to share. Hang on. Okay, here we go. So this site is a huge affiliate site. I mean, it's been going a while, and you know, it's very well established and that kind of thing. But you get some good ideas in terms of articles from this site. So they do reviews, they do how-to articles, they've got essential guides, that kind of thing. So, for example, if we take a look at this one, Baby Essentials, now the articles are very long, and of course, if you're going to write a simple article, they don't need to be this long. Although I'd recommend that you can, if you can, write at least 1,000 words, if possible. And yeah, you want to put something together where you've got some bullet points, and obviously you're linking off to products at various parts of the article. So here they're obviously talking about car seats, and they've got their affiliate links in there. So it's all about creating something that adds value and helps people buy stuff, basically. So, you know, people are looking, they've just had a baby, for example, on this site, and they need to know what to get, the kind of things you need in your first year. And this article helps them buy stuff, because they're going to read this and go, oh yeah, I do need a car seat, and they'll click through and maybe read a review. They've got the review here for different car seats. So then here they've got a nice table, which is another great thing you can add to your articles to really kind of make them come alive and make them even more useful. So here I can see at a glance all the different features, how well they score on various things, and the ones they're recommending. They kind of recommend all of them, which is fair enough. Although they have got more than 5, they've actually got 15, but they're only showing 5 at a time. And then if I click on it, they go into even more detail, a full review there. So yeah, there's a lot of content on the site, but you know, it should give you an idea for your first article in terms of the kind of stuff that you need. Hopefully that helped. Okay, let's have a look at some more questions. Is it okay to add article reviews from customers that didn't buy the article on Amazon? Let's say I have a Facebook group and people are leaving a comment there. Can I add that? Yeah, I think that's okay. Oh, let me stop my screen sharing. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, I'd think that's fine. If you can put them together in an article, you know, what people have been saying on the internet, and then quote loads of people and join it together so it creates a nice piece, that would work really well. Okay, the next one is from Giga. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. What is better, a blog review site or an affiliate site with reviews? They both have their benefits. I mean, obviously, if you're going to create, I guess when you're talking about an affiliate site, you're talking about a kind of e-commerce style one. They're good because you get traffic anyway, because you've got all the products on there and they pick up long tail searches. But it does involve a little bit of management, and you have to pay for plugins and stuff like that. A blog site with some good articles and some good links to it. So, you know, by attracting some links from other sites, by submitting guest posts, that kind of thing, that can do really well as well. And it's a little less maintenance and a little less cost to set up in the first place. Okay, another question here. I have a question: how to add Google AdSense on my Kingdom theme. You can just copy and paste the code into a widget, or just use any of the WordPress plugins out there that do AdSense. I will do a video on that soon. If I haven't done so already, I think there actually might be one. Have a look back on some of the FAQ videos I did a while ago. I think I actually did that, possibly. But I'll do another one soon anyway. And you ask, can you make a video on CSS? Yeah, I can do one on CSS in terms of changing fonts and that kind of stuff. That does get a little bit technical sometimes, but hey, why not, if that's what you want. Okay, question from David: can you do a video on how to create a squeeze page on WordPress? Yeah, sure. For an Amazon affiliate site to capture customer info when running promotions. Okay, I'm not sure if you mean a squeeze page. Oh yeah, I guess you do. You could run a pop-up with a plugin, you know, something that hovers over content or adds a little box at the bottom of content. But I guess you're thinking of funneling all your visitors through one page and then trying to squeeze an email address out of them that way. I'll look into that. Okay. Adrian's got a question. Short URLs versus long URLs version. Can you, Alex, please tell us if there's any difference in using one or the other? I don't think there is. If you use the Amazon URL shortener, you're fine. The only risk you run with using a third-party URL shortener is that if for whatever reason they have a problem, you could lose all your links, which would be bad, obviously. Vinod. Sorry, I'm terrible with names and pronunciations. What is the best theme, or which is the best theme for an Amazon store except Kingdom theme? In my most recent video, I used the storefront theme, which is a free theme from woocommerce.com. That's a good theme. It's quite limited, and if you actually want to customize it further, you do have to pay. But basically, any WooCommerce theme will work with WooZone. So just find a WooCommerce theme that you like and give that a try. There's loads over on Theme Forest. Adrian asked, do I need to index or re-index a page or post every time I do a modification to it? No, you don't. Google will do that automatically for you. JJ asked if I can do a video on dropshipping. Yeah, I can do a video on dropshipping. I will do one soon. It will just be about the nuts and bolts, because in terms of making a site, because I haven't actually had much success with dropshipping. I have tried it. If you watch my other channel, you'll see that, yeah, it didn't quite work out. Question here, can you tell us how you speeded your website? Can I do it a free way? I guess you're talking about improving the performance. There's a couple of videos on the channel about this, but you've got a couple of options. The first one is you can install some plugins that can cache the site for you. WP fastest cache is a good one. That should increase the speed. Another thing you can do, and the biggest thing you can do, is change your hosting, upgrade your hosting plan, or move to a high performance host. Obviously, that's going to cost some bit more extra money. You can go through your images and make sure the images aren't too big. That's always a good thing to do. Make sure you've increased your server memory, especially if you're running WooCommerce and WooZone. You could make sure you're running the latest version of PHP that works with your site. And again, you just need to check in your host control panel. PHP 7, for example, is much faster than PHP 5. Okay, Waze has come back on the Adsense code. You say you post it into the widget, but after I save it and when I go back to the home page, I don't see anything. How long have you left it? Because often the ads don't start showing until you've waited a few days. I think they just kind of check out your site, that kind of thing. They don't show immediately after you pasted the code. David asked, how do I remove the word archive from the categories? I've tried several things, but it's still there. It depends on the theme you're running. David, what theme are you running? I think there might be a plugin actually that can do that for you. But generally, yeah, it's theme specific. Adrian asked, what about Facebook pixels? What about Facebook pixels? In terms of installing your Facebook pixel, the best way to do it is with a plugin. That's probably a video that I should do soon. But yeah, there's a couple of good plugins out there that you just kind of give them access to your pixel, and they put it in all the right places and allow you to configure all the different conversions and that kind of stuff. Okay, question on CSS. I tried to change the font and sizes and it worked. Well done. I guess you were using the inspect. Oh yeah, you were. When I closed the box on the inspect box, it didn't change. Okay, what you need to do once you've done your changes using the inspect function in your browser, you then need to copy that code into the custom CSS area, which you'll find in appearance and customize generally. If you paste it in there, then they'll stay. David, I'll look into removing the archive word from the categories for you. Let me just make a note on Kingdom. I made a note. Look out for a video soon. Okay, what else we got? Thanks for the questions. This is great. Adrian asks, is there a way to change my OG data, which I guess you mean the Open Graph data? There's a number of free plugins that do that. You shouldn't need to buy a plugin. In fact, I think that Yoast SEO does a bit of that stuff for you. You can change stuff. But yeah, I've never had to pay for a plugin to do that. I've always just done a search on the free plugins and found something that does the job. That's a good idea for another video. Thanks for all these ideas. Making a note. Adrian says I should do a video about Google Tag Manager and Google Universal Analytics. Now, I've got a couple of videos on adding analytics. but nothing on Tag Manager. I will again make a note. Hang on. Okay, Anthony, it's a good question. When writing content, should you stay away from too personal, intimate content like a personal experience, or use generic or something not as revealing about yourself? That's really entirely up to you. Now, when I create my content, I do get personal especially on YouTube, in some of my videos. Again, on the other channel, probably more. So I'm not too worried about that. It's really what you're comfortable with. I think if you are, the more real you are and the more personal you are, I think the better engagement you get and a kind of following you could build. It really depends on the subject of the blog and or the site that you're creating, I think. But it's whatever you feel comfortable with. If you're thinking of building an affiliate site and you want to scale it up, then you're going to probably be thinking about outsourcing the content to writers, in which case then it's not going to be that intimate and it is going to be more generic. I'm kind of intrigued with that question. What kind of subject are you thinking of writing about? Juanita says, I do not have a website yet and I'm terrible with computers. Do you have a video for beginners? Yeah, I've got a number of videos for beginners. If you do a search on my channel using the word beginners, you should find a few videos. There's a WordPress one, which is all about all the basics of WordPress. There's an affiliate, making an affiliate website, one for beginners. Although, sometimes I do talk a little bit fast, I've been told, so I hope you can find your way through it. A lot of people have done, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Just don't worry, you can do it. Just have confidence in yourself. It's not as hard as it looks. So Anthony's come back. Is it okay for a site that you're trying to build a professional look for? If you're trying to be ultra professional, then yeah, keep it professional. Don't get too personal or anything like that. If you're going to have more of a blog, a bit more relaxed, then obviously change your style of writing to suit. Duncan asks, do you need to buy the Kingdom theme for each website you set up? Yes, you do, basically. With any of the premium plugins or themes, generally the license is only for one site. So if you want to use it on other sites, you should, and notice I'm using the word should, buy a license for each one. Now, in my experience, the plugins will work on other sites, for test purposes. But if you want support and if you want updates, then and you want to basically be legit, then I would recommend that you definitely buy a license for each site. And if you're going to be selling sites to clients, then definitely buy all the licenses, because they could get in trouble and that wouldn't look good on you. JJ says, are affiliates more successful than dropshippers? I'll kind of rephrase your question there, sorry, to make it a little bit more readable. No, I think there are some very successful affiliates and there's some very successful dropshippers. It's really down to the kind of business you want to set up. Now, I prefer affiliate because I'm a bit lazy, if I'm honest, and I wanted something that's easy to set up, very low risk, and doesn't involve a lot of capital to start with. With dropshipping, as far as I can tell, there's a bigger risk because you have to invest in product. Well, you have to kind of find products that you can, sell and make a profit on. You have to invest in ads, and you have to invest in a Shopify store or something like that. So I think the overall cost is more, especially when it comes to the ads. Okay, Anthony says, my wife and I are starting an affiliate site for parents, but she wants to blog about some of her personal experience. That's great. I think, those kind of articles do really well on social media, especially when you're sharing an experience, your side of the story, that kind of thing. And they'll be great to bring traffic to the site. And then obviously you can have affiliate stuff in other articles or in other areas of the site. Oh, what's happened to the chat? Oh, hang on, here it is. Question here, is there any way to get free SSL? There is. It depends on who your host is. Now, some hosts are offering free certificates. For example, WP Engine is. If you go to the site Let's Encrypt, or just do a Google search for Let's Encrypt, They offer free certificates on certain hosting platforms, so check them out. Unfortunately, HostGator isn't yet one of them, but they are thinking about it. Anthony asked when is the next time I'm going to do a showcase video. I could do one soon. You know, if you want to send me your sites, if you've had any success, do send them. I'll put a shout out for some sites and see what I can do. Because I have heard some stories from a number of you that are doing really well. David asks, do I have to contact HostGator in order to increase the server memory? No, you can do it yourself. There's a video on my channel. Hang on, if I'm organized, I'll see if I can post some links in the chat. Bear with me a sec. It's getting actually quite hard to remember what videos I've got and where they are now, because I'm approaching 200 videos. I'm on 193. Wow, that's quite a lot. But yeah, I've definitely got a video on server memory. Let me just find it. Here it is, found it. Let me just get you a link. Here you go. Okay. Let me just scroll up a minute. Yeah, Adrian agrees on the dropshipping. They both have pros and cons. Affiliate marketing, dropshipping, it's really whatever you want to do. I say I've tried with dropshipping and I didn't have much success, but I probably didn't try for long enough. And it's something I do want to return to. But at the moment, I'm getting great success with affiliate. So that's what I love at the moment. And that's what I'm getting my success from. Sean says FBA is good. Yeah, I have heard that FBA is good. That's fulfillment by Amazon. That's where you buy some product and you get it shipped to Amazon and then you sell it on Amazon. That kind of thing. Again, that's slightly higher risk as far as I'm concerned, because you have to invest in product and that sort of thing. But if you get that right, and there's some good information on YouTube about FBA, if you get it right, then you can earn some really good money. Because the great thing about Amazon, and when you're listing on Amazon and selling on Amazon, it's quite easy to get some traffic, because you're on that huge marketplace that's ever so popular now. And they have their own ad platform as well, which I think if you can crack that, yeah, you can just, literally print some money with that system. But it involves quite a bit of work, involves some money and a bit of risk. Adrian asks, what is the easiest way to do redirects, 301 redirects? I use a redirect plugin called Redirection to do it. And again, if you do a search on my channel, I don't know where it is right now, just do a search with 301. You'll find a video where I talk about that. Question here, what is the best way to get good traffic for my store? I'm guessing it's an affiliate store. It might not be. If it's an affiliate store, then it's back to the same stuff that we're always talking about. It's creating some good content and then sharing that content on social media, or approaching other sites that are in your area that complement your site and building a relationship with them so that you can submit content to them. Another way of finding sites you can submit content to is to do a search on Google, which I showed in the last live stream. So type in, a subject that's related to your site in Google, and then add the little speech marks and the words submit article or write for us. And you should be able to find sites that contain that phrase in your niche, and then you can approach them and submit some articles and get some links. In terms of paid traffic, if it's an affiliate site, you need to be really careful with paid traffic, because sometimes you'll end up spending more than you actually make. And I'd always recommend that you use the paid traffic to kind of get some extra value. So collect some email addresses with it and that kind of thing. If it's a traditional store you're talking about, then paid traffic can work really well, especially things like Google Shopping ads and remarketing. Those kind of paid ads work really well when it comes to real shops. Okay, there's a little testimonial there from Wace. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry, Wace K. I've learned a lot. I started with Storefront and recently changed it to Kingdom, and still I'm working on my homepage, and I sell up to $150 daily. I'm very happy. Thank you very much, Alex. That's great news. Okay, so Adrian says Amazon suck when you're listing on Amazon. They keep all the customer information, so you can't retarget customers. Yeah, that is one of the problems with fulfillment by Amazon. Amazon obviously owns the customers. Same with affiliate marketing, actually, to be fair. They own the customers, so you've got to figure out ways that you can get an email address or some kind of contact information out of them before they end up on Amazon. Emma asks, what is your most financially successful website? It's kind of a trick answer or a strange answer. The most successful website is WP Eagle and this YouTube channel in terms of financially. Then behind that, I've got a couple of other little affiliate sites that tick over very nicely. Yeah, I've had other affiliate sites that have come and gone. I had a WordPress theme one that did very well, which was just loads of theme reviews, that kind of stuff, not videos, just articles. That did really well, but that was a little while ago, and some of the SEO stuff I did back then doesn't work so well today. Adrian asks, where do you recommend learning SEO specifically for affiliate sites? There's some good stuff on YouTube. Just search around. There is some really good SEO advice. Other places you can go to, a place like SEO Moz, because generally the stuff that they're talking about, they may be talking about it, not specifically about affiliate sites, but it's all relevant. Well, he says sometimes get the error of 508 and 503. It says resource limit is reached. Is it related to memory? Yeah, it could be. Have you increased the server memory on your site? No problem, Emma. But bearing in mind, going back to the site's WP Eagle and the channel, the income is all affiliate income. So it's the kind of same principle. Just happens that the kind of content I create is WordPress content. Okay, keep the questions coming, or I'll pick a subject and we can talk about something. Ethan's been putting time out for asking silly questions. I'm quite honoured that the stream is popular enough to have a troll in it, even. Okay, let's have a think about product research. I was doing a little bit earlier today. Let me just share my screen with you. Bear me a second. Okay. Yeah, over on Amazon. And I was just doing a search. It was around golf, actually. I think I was doing a search for improve your golf or something like that. It was around affiliate, and I was just searching around and just kind of doing a bit of research on the sort of products that I might choose. And this one is coming up with a lot of books. It wasn't that what I was searching for. This kind of thing you want to do when you're thinking of setting up a site. Go over to Amazon and just put some words into the search box and see what product's coming up and whether it's going to be something that's viable. So what I'm looking for is the number of reviews that it's got, because a product with a lot of reviews kind of implies that it's quite popular. So that's interesting. Look, that one there, it's got 35 reviews. There's a lot of books. So let's go into some other departments. When I was doing it earlier, there was a lot of, all sorts of different products coming out. There was some trousers, some shoes. There was obviously a different search term that I was using. Back on here. So yeah, I love it when my live examples don't go to plan. But yeah, the principle's the same. You're looking down the side, looking at the number of reviews, looking for ones that have got, first, obviously, good reviews, and then the quantity of reviews. And it really gives you an idea of the popularity of a product. And this search is not working. Let me think of a different search. Here we go. This is another search. This is because my wife is not very good at sleeping. So do a search to get better sleep, which is probably quite a good niche possibly to get into. And here we get some different products. So we've got pillows, and we've got books, and we've got this thing here. So you can see that this is a bestseller. So, that's definitely a product that, could be worth promoting. Teeth grinding, that's something else. Look, we can see that there's a lot of interest in that. Ooh, look at that. A buggy that helps babies sleep. Interesting. That's another one for Baby Gear Lab. But, there's an article there, around helping your baby sleep when you're out and about, get a good pushchair, that kind of thing. So yeah, when it comes to product research, just, do some searches on Google, on Amazon, and, have a look at this number, and it will give you an idea of the popularity of products. And obviously they're the kind of products that you want to pick because they've got a good chance of selling. And it'll just give you some ideas, in terms of the content you want to create and the type of site that you want to build. Hopefully now there's some more questions, so I don't have to do another awkward live demonstration. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. Okay, Anthony asks, if you want to start a niche affiliate site, Amazon affiliate site, and the perfect domain you want is not available, or sorry, is available, but at a massive cost, and you don't really want another domain, what do you do? Well, you've got to buy it, I guess. At the end of the day, the domain doesn't matter that much, really. So you could probably find a variation that's just as good, unless it's a, maybe got a really good age to the domain and loads of links, that kind of stuff. Then don't just pay out just for a good name. I don't really think it's worth it, because you can get a great affiliate site and make some money, regardless of what domain name you use. Sammy asks, what do you think about a CPA lead site? I think they're a great idea if you can get them working. Generally, with CPA offers, you earn a much higher commission. So it means that you can invest in things like paid ads and that kind of thing. Yeah, try it out. You're going to probably have to, create a couple of different sites and find, the perfect niche that works for you. But yeah, they're good because paid traffic can work with them. If you're not going to go for paid traffic, then same principles apply. You're going to have to create a good blog and promote the CPA leads that way. Adrian asks, can I use WooZone plugin with a different theme other than Kingdom? Yeah, you can use it with any WooCommerce theme. Adrian says, have you ever used Fiverr to outsource bloggers and content creators? I did once, and I'm not going to do it again. The quality of stuff you get from Fiverr, in my opinion, is not that good. It's very low quality. In fact, that's why it's so cheap. If you're going to outsource, then I recommend a site like Upwork. Find a good writer or a number of writers that you can work with and build a relationship with. You're probably going to end up paying maybe $15, $20 for an article, but the quality will be much better, and it'll be worth it in the long run. Okay, same question again. I bought the Kingdom theme. If I make another niche site, can I use the same Kingdom? As I said earlier, you should buy another license. And when it comes to getting support from AA team, they will check how many licenses you've got. And if you're using the theme on too many sites, they won't help you. They'll be even less helpful than they are normally. Anthony says, I started my own merch by Amazon, making t-shirts. Can I double dip and put that item on my online store? I don't know. You'll need to check with Amazon on that. They can be funny with things like that. Abner says, do you recommend using funnels like ClickFunnels? Yeah, certainly. ClickFunnels is really good, especially when it comes to email marketing, that kind of stuff. You can put people through different funnels depending on what they click on, or whether they open emails or interact with your site, all that kind of stuff. But it is quite advanced, to be fair. David, do I accept requests for critique and advice on sites? Yeah, sure. Just email me or put it in the chat if you want to share that way. But if you want to do it in private, just email me at eagle@wpeagle.com. Anthony says, can I do a video on Amazon affiliates in the back end outside of WordPress, like how to see your earnings, viewings, and stuff? Yeah, I can do one of those. I'll put it on the list of things to do. And he says, can you tell me if you have to put an affiliate disclosure? Yes, you should. Put it in the footer or somewhere like that. Adrian asks, speaking of domains, can I buy an old domain that gets lots of traffic from Google and use it to redirect those traffic to my domain? Yeah, you can, but I would look into how you do that properly. Again, that's quite an advanced SEO technique, and if you get it wrong, you could lose all the traffic. So you've got to be really careful with the redirections. You've got to make sure that you've got content that's good on there still, so that Google has got something to index. However, a lot of that traffic may just be coming from the links that it's got, in which case you don't have to worry so much. Providing those sites obviously keep the links up to the domain. Question here, what to use for getting product images for Amazon affiliate site? Is the site stripe enough? Yeah, and site stripe is the only way that you really should do it. Amazon don't like you saving images and then uploading them to your server. They don't like that. In terms of using a stripe for the article thumbnail, I'm not sure you can do that. So you might have to use a different image for the thumbnail. Maybe something you put together yourself. Anthony says, will I ever do a one-on-one like a Skype chat? Maybe, depends what my schedule's like and what you want to talk about. But obviously I couldn't do that to everyone. I've just hit over 17,000 subscribers, and if I offered everyone a Skype chat, I'd be very busy. But drop me an email and let me know what you want to talk about, and maybe you can have 5 minutes. Adrian says, what's the purpose of using funnels with Amazon affiliate if we don't have an actual product to sell? Well, in theory, you do have product to sell. You have all the Amazon products on your site to sell. So at the end of the day, you'd use ClickFunnels to get people back to certain areas on your site, whether that be an article that links off to affiliate products or something like that. So it's still useful to use ClickFunnels because you want to get people back to your site and you want them to take action. Whether they're buying your product or someone else's product as an affiliate, you're still going to get paid. Looks a little foggy. Let me just wipe that. Is that better? Ooh. Okay, thanks for all the questions. We've got about 20 minutes left. Wei says, I saw you picking up the code from the AA team website for featured products and best-selling products on the homepage, and I did the same, but mine didn't work. That's because you're running a later version of Kingdom, and that version doesn't use those codes anymore, which is handy, I know. I've got a video on this. Let me just get you a link. Basically, now they use a piece of software called Visual Composer, which is actually an improvement, to be fair. Those short codes are a little bit fiddly. So with Visual Composer, you can kind of drag and drop stuff around and make your page that way. So I'm just going to get you a link. I'm just copying it now. I'm going to paste it in the chat. There you go. Okay. Oh, the light behind me don't help. Thanks, Sean. No, it probably doesn't. Hang on. Let me see what I can do. Oh, there we go. The fairy lights are off. Adrian says I should create a progress group on Hangouts or Skype and set a date and time that everyone is comfortable with. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll I'll have a think about that. Okay, question. What if I don't get approved by Amazon? Wait a certain time and try with another idea. I thought about setting up a test site for a while, like a book review site, just to get approved. Yeah, that's a good idea. I find that with Amazon, once you've approved, generally you can then set up other sites and you should be okay. But who knows? They may come and check out every site that you create anyway. As long as you stick to their terms, you'll be fine anyway. Although their terms can be quite strict sometimes. David, you're off. Okay, see you later. Thanks for coming by. Send me a link to your site. Yeah, thanks. That'd be great. So he says, what kind of ads do you use with your affiliate products on Facebook? PPE or conversion? It depends if you've got your pixel set up, and it can be very difficult to track a conversion. Well, in fact, it's impossible to track conversions accurately with Amazon affiliate. The best you could probably do is track them leaving the site and going off to Amazon, and then hopefully they'll convert. So with the lack of data, it's difficult to bid on conversions. So I'd go for the PPE or just the click one. Can't remember what it is now. Adrian, I haven't tried the schema theme yet. I'm sorry. I don't have an affiliate link. Okay, Ali says WP Bakery Visual Composer has a problem. It says automatic update is unavailable. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's because the plugin came with the theme. Whenever you get a theme update, which you can you get them via Code Canyon, it will include an updated version of Visual Composer with the theme. It's because you didn't buy it directly from Code Canyon that you don't get the automatic updates. But you don't actually need it because if you update it with a theme, then you can be sure that it's compatible. If you were to update Visual Composer and the theme wasn't compatible, you could get into trouble. So he says, is there any way to get fake reviews for my products on my store? I don't know. I'm sure there is. But I think that can be quite tricky because a lot of these review systems, they are quite sophisticated in the way that they check people out and look for duplicate reviews and bogus reviews. So it could be quite tricky. How many links would you say are too many in an article of 1,000 words? Counting pictures, anchors, buttons. Add as many links as you like, really. I mean, as long as if you run the Yoast SEO plugin, it will do some analysis on your content, and it will tell you if you've got too many links. Some really good questions coming up tonight. I hope you're finding it useful. There's 27 of you out there now watching, so say hello in the chat if you haven't done so already. And she says, do you need an SSL certificate for an Amazon affiliate site? No, you don't. But as I mentioned earlier, it could be a good thing to have because it could help your SEO rankings. Lemony Grub, hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Ali says, do I need SSL if I'm forwarding to Amazon? No, you don't. Hello, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. I'm good. Thanks for asking, Lemony Grub. That's a great name, by the way. White says, what domain provider do I recommend? I recommend GoDaddy. Don't mind, I'm going to put an affiliate link. But that didn't quite work. Put an affiliate link in the chat. Hey, why not? You got to slip them in when you can. I recommend GoDaddy. I've got GoDaddy. I've got yeah, I've got all my domains with GoDaddy, and I've never had a problem with them. They're, you know, good price, good service, no worries. So Anthony says, I see a big, this site is not secure in Google Chrome. Would that turn viewers away? It could do, which is why I think an SSL is probably a good idea. They're not very expensive. If you're with HostGator, they're like $30 a year. If you're with someone else, check with them. They may offer a free SSL. As Lee has just said, Google is recommending SSL. Yeah, they're getting obsessed with it. So yeah, Chrome doesn't like sites that don't have SSL, and in theory, Google search shows less favor to sites that aren't secure. Juanita says, how much money do you need to start? I guess you're referring to affiliate marketing. You don't need a lot of money. All you're going to need is a domain name and some web hosting. If you're going to create all the content yourself, then it's going to require some of your time. In terms of the costs for web hosting, in my latest video with HostGator, it was around $60 for the year. So that's a whole year of website. Obviously, if you've got a little bit more money, then you can, you know, pay people to create content for you and speed up the process a little bit. But yeah, you can start with next to nothing. If you've got even less money than that, you can go for a monthly hosting contract, which start around $10 a month, something like that. Patrick says, can you do a video about off-page SEO? Yeah, I will do one. I've actually got 2 videos planned the next few days, and they're both SEO. One's going to be on-site, one's going to be off-site. So let me just make a note and make sure I do them. Sean says, what do you like about Yoast over all-in-one SEO plugin? That's a good question and a great idea for a video. Let me just make it. I've got some good ideas come through tonight. Thanks a lot, because some mornings I wake up and think, what can I make a video about? But then there are tons of stuff to make videos about. So let me make a note. All-in-one SEO versus Yoast. Now, I haven't used all-in-one SEO, if I'm honest, for a while. It did used to be my go-to plugin for SEO. And then I discovered Yoast and I kind of switched over. So you kind of spurred me on there. I'm going to get a copy of all-in-one SEO and I'm going to have a play with it. And then I'm going to do a video and compare the two and see what which one I think is the best. Lemony Grub says he's just subbed. That's great. Thanks very much. Good to have you on board. I will get that play button one day. Sergi, I think that's how I'm pronouncing your name, or how you pronounce your name. If I can only use SiteStripe for images, then it means I won't have any pics before being an affiliate, and articles without pictures doesn't perform well. That's not good. You can sign up as an affiliate and use the SiteStripe before actually getting approved. They only come and approve you after you start sending traffic and getting sales on Amazon. So it should work straight, as soon as you've registered. What's the most overcrowded market for affiliates? That's a good question. It's generally the broader niches. In fact, they're so broad they may not even be niches. So it's things like pets and dogs. Everyone's doing stuff in there, unless you could maybe get really specific, around a specific breed with maybe a specific need. That might work. Other overcrowded markets are things like camera gear, home electronics. That kind of stuff is quite overcrowded. Losing weight is pretty overcrowded. Anything to do with kind of relationships and getting your ex back, that kind of stuff, very overcrowded. There's just a few at the top of my head. So you need to get really niche and something really unique. Trying to avoid those kind of common niches. Malik says, can I do a video about Facebook ads? I've done a few videos about Facebook ads, actually. Have a look on the channel. They may be a little while back. You might have to do a little search, but I've done a few ads, few videos on Facebook ads. Well, he says he's coming over to the UK. Sometimes if we get a chance to meet, I'll definitely meet you there. I'll appreciate what you do for us. Well, I'm actually thinking of maybe doing a workshop or some sort of thing in London, possibly soon. I'm just kind of toying with the idea. Lee says, let's encrypt SSLs are free, so I've started using them and it all seems to work okay. Lee, are you using your Let's Encrypt with HostGator or is it with someone else? Can you let me know in the chat? Vic says, why so low quality live? Okay. It's because I'm streaming off my camera, which is just off my laptop, my MacBook. Whereas when I do the real videos, I use DSLR and lights and microphones and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I will try and get a better camera for the live streams, but I can't live stream with the normal camera. It doesn't do it. Sorry. Let me. I don't know if the bandwidth's good enough. Let me just. No, it says the stream health is good, so it must just be my camera's a bit rubbish. Hopefully the sound's okay though. I've got this big mic. Dustin says, how much time should you spend on making your first affiliate site? How long is a piece of string? You need to spend as much time as it takes to get it to where it needs to be. So that's like looking reasonable with 10 good quality articles on it. If you're importing products, it's going to need, a good selection of products, nicely organized. If you're going to rename them and rewrite them, that's going to take a little bit of time too. But yeah, it's as long as it takes to get it to where it needs to be. Once you've done 1 and 2 and 3, you'll find that you'll be able to kind of churn them out a lot quicker. Lee says manufacturers generally have product images that you can download and use. That's true. So if you don't want to use the Amazon images, find an image from somewhere else that you can use. Adrian's got to go. Thanks for coming, Adrian. Glad you enjoyed it. That's Adrian Bullybasser, not Adrian Reynolds. We've got 2 Adrians tonight. Okay, so Lee, you're hosting this with SiteGround. They're obviously one of the hosts that support Let's Encrypt. So if you go with them, you can get a free SSL certificate. The other company that you can go with is WP Engine. They offer free SSL as well. They are more expensive than HostGator. I'm going to put a link up if you want to use it. Most grateful. Okay, where else we got? The chat's really flowing now. It seems to always get lively towards the end of the stream. This time last year, I was creating my own affiliate websites, but now I think I'm too advanced for not selling my own products. Hey, Adrian, if you've got your own products to sell, then sell them. At the end of the day, if you sell your own products, you get 100% of the money. It's all yours. With an affiliate, you only get a bit of it. Sean says, think obscure when picking a niche. That's a good tip. Anthony says, what video recording and editing tools do I use to make my YouTube videos? I use ScreenFlow, which is a piece of software for the Mac. I've actually got a video where I talk about it. Let me just find it for you. I made this back in 2005. It is actually still relevant. It's the same stuff I'm using now. So here you go. Have a look at this. Sarah says, has everyone given you the thumbs up? They should. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, if you do like the streams, please click the little thumb down below. There's always a couple of people. I don't know who you are. You never share a comment with me as to why you thumbs down me all the time. But yeah, on most of my videos, there's always a couple of thumbs downs. I don't take it personally. Thanks for watching and thanks for clicking anyway. But I do wonder why. What did I do to upset you and give you the thumbs down? Patrick says, what do you think of having a site with .me as opposed to .com? I'd say if you can get the .com, get the .com. Any suggestions about UK RDP? Which is better? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Sean says the trolls thumb down. Yeah. I guess I should feel honored that I've got a few trolls. That must mean I'm going somewhere. Who are these people? I mean, do they have nothing better to do than just go on YouTube and dislike videos? Does that make them feel better? It's bizarre. Juanita says, do you have to do YouTube videos to have a successful website? No, you don't. You can have a successful website without YouTube videos. However, if you can make YouTube videos, they are a great place to get traffic and, get an audience and drive traffic to a website. Patrick said thumbs down are haters without opinion. You're probably right there. Why says, do you recommend any page builder for Kingdom theme? The latest version of Kingdom comes with Visual Composer, which is a page builder. So I'd use that because it's integrated well with Kingdom, and you can, drop some Kingdom features straight in with that. Okay, let's have a few more questions and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, I hate these awkward silences. Let's give me something to talk about. So Lee says he's used images from manufacturer sites in the past for e-commerce sites. They want you to use good quality images to promote their products. So they're generally very good, and yeah, they're happy for you to use them. It's a great call. So even if you're an affiliate and selling products, promoting products on Amazon, you could approach the manufacturer directly and say, have you got some images I could use on my site? That way you get around the problems with Amazon being funny about you using their images. And he says, once your site is live and you decide to add additional UK and CA products, do you have to write new content that applies to those regions? I would certainly do that. You'll get you've got a chance of then getting ranked on those search engines, google.co.uk or .ca. And yeah, you're just going to be talking to your audience in a language they understand. So you've got a better chance of converting them into a sale. Sean says, do I play Clash of Clans? I don't. I do play some games. If you check out my other channel, I don't know if you have. It's called iOS Alex. It's all about playing games on the iPhone, iPad. I tend to avoid those kind of games. I've played them sort of games before, and they're very addictive, and there's a lot of grinding, and they tempt me to spend my money. So I tend to avoid them. So yeah, my gaming time is very limited. At the moment, I'm just playing Breath of the Wild, Zelda. If I have a spare hour or so, I'll give that a bash. And I'm also watching Game of Thrones. I've never really watched it. I'm only on season 2. Best Pet Supplies, you're here. You're a little bit late. We're going to wrap up very soon. But we'll keep going another 5 minutes just for you. Adrian says, what's your worst experience with affiliate marketing? That's a good question. One experience I had a very successful site. And I used to participate on Warrior Forum quite a lot. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Warrior Forum. Check it out if you're not already on there. It's loads of people talking about internet marketing and affiliate and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I met a guy in there who offered SEO services, and they're really well priced. It was like $200 or something like that a month. And you gave him some keywords, and he would just rank your site. This was back in the day when SEO was a little bit different. And yeah, I started using him, and he did rank my site. And I started getting loads of traffic, and I started making loads of money. And I just got a little bit cocky, and I thought that was just how you did it. And I started launching other sites and getting him to kind of rank them. But then, yeah, Google changed the algorithm. I think like Penguin or Panda or one of those came out, and all those sites just crashed and burned. And I started, not doing anything else because I thought, oh, the money's good. But then just overnight, all my money kind of disappeared when Google removed all my sites. So that was a pretty bad time for affiliate marketing. Oh, there's some more questions coming in. Question there from Marcin. I think that's how I pronounce your name. I don't know. Sorry. Do I have to be self-employed for doing affiliate? No, you don't. Obviously, it depends on the country you're in. You will have to declare your earnings on some sort of tax form, though. In the UK, you'd put it on your tax return as income, and then you'd be liable to pay some income tax on it. I personally, I'm formed as a company here, so I just put it all through the company. But yeah, you don't need to actually, be self-employed or anything like that. You can just, as long as you make a note of the money you're earning and make sure that you declare it on a tax return. And of course, then on your tax return, you can put all your costs on there too. So if you're buying hosting and that kind of stuff for your affiliate sites, that can all go on your tax return and be offset against your tax. However, I'm no accountant, so don't take that as financial advice and blame me if you end up with a big tax bill or something. Anthony says, Game of Thrones for the win. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's good. Sean says, he's an Android man. Fair enough. So a lot of the games that I play on that channel are on both iPhone and Android. There's a great game coming out tomorrow, which is Into the Dead 2. I did a video on Into the Dead 1 a little while ago, but Into the Dead 2 is coming out. It looks really good. And that's on Android. Best Pet Supply says, are you allowed to advertise ClickBank offers with Amazon? I don't see any reason why not. Okay, Sean says he would have cried. Yeah, that's why we're talking about when I did SEO the wrong way and then I got removed from Google. That's why you want to make sure you do everything 100% above board, white hat SEO. Don't do anything risky or spammy. Don't pay some guy on Fiverr to build links to your site, because that could actually do more damage to your site than good. You don't know where the links are coming from. If Google do happen to change their mind or whatever, or find out that the links are in some way dodgy as far as they're concerned, you'll wake up one morning and all your affiliate earnings will have gone. Anthony says, for the US, Amazon doesn't require you to file for taxes unless it exceeds $600 US. There you go. Themed Bedroom says, I just see you streaming. I think I missed it. Sorry. I need to find a better way of letting you guys know. Are you guys on my mailing list? Because maybe I could just do an email. But basically, just remember, it's every Wednesday. Well, I try and do it every Wednesday, although I'm going to Spain in a few weeks. So I may not be able to stream from there, but we'll see. Patrick says, do a workshop in London. I'm thinking about it. Theme Bedroom says, still 0 to 2 visitors a day. Keep going. You'll be fine. It just takes a little bit of time. Keep producing content. Keep sharing content. Maybe build up your social media. Try and submit some articles to other sites that will accept you. Yusuf says, my viral site still makes money now. Good. Is that a viral site that you created with one of my tutorials? And he says, I own a dedicated server which houses multiple sites. What do I do for SSL? Can I do a shared SSL? I think you can. I'm not 100% sure on that because I've not really used dedicated servers much. Agent says, what about backing up your WordPress site manually? I never really back one up. There's a couple of good plugins that can do that for you. Search my channel. I've got some videos on backing up your site. Most hosts, however, will back up your site every day for you automatically. Sergi says, where in Spain are you going to? I'm going to Estepona. Furman UK says, is it worth posting products or post to a Facebook page I made? Generally, it's better to post posts, something with a bit of value, something that people can engage with, something that people want to read. Lee Henderson says, in the UK, HMRC monitors online earnings, so you can get into trouble if you don't declare them all. Do they? That sounds a bit scary. Do they even have the technology to do that? I've seen their website. I mean, but yeah, you want to declare your earnings. Which is better for a viral site with WordPress or Blogger for beginners? I would always go for WordPress. That way that then if your site gets going, you can easily scale it up, do other things with it. You're going to be very limited if you just go with Blogger. Theme bedroom, these things always take longer than you'd think. You're getting frustrated. I can understand that, but yeah, they always take longer than you think. And the one risk, and I'm bad at it as well, is that you're impatient and you set up a site and you think, oh, it's not working. So then you go and set up another site or go and do drop shipping or do something else. And then you don't give that long enough. So you think that's not working. And you end up just starting all these different projects and never taking them through to fruition where they're actually earning you some money. So be patient, keep working on it. It will happen eventually. You should start to see progress. I mean, obviously, if after 6 months, 10 months, the traffic still isn't increasing, then maybe you're doing something wrong. Maybe you're in the wrong niche, and maybe it is time to think again. But if you've only been giving it a month or two, that's probably not long enough. Lee says you've been to one of the data centers and you can see what they can do. Okay, fair enough. You're talking about the tax man. I'll keep that in mind. Although I have just filed all my taxes and paid them all, so I don't have anything to worry about. It's been 5 months, theme bedroom. Have you emailed me? I'm sorry, I get a lot of emails. Maybe if you could email me with your site, I'll have a look at it, and we could have a think about what needs to be done. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the live stream now. Before I go, first of all, I want to say thank you very much for coming. It's been really good tonight. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I don't know if you saw my video that I did earlier this week. Doug has got some webinars coming up. And if you've seen Doug on any of my other videos, you know he's good. You know he's the real deal. He's got some great experience when it comes to Amazon affiliate sites. He's built bigger affiliate sites than I've ever built. And he's sold them for serious money, and he's able to make serious money with them. He's got some webinars coming up. There's links on that video. Be sure to sign up. Be sure to check them out. And yeah, just enjoy them and get some great information for free. Even if you can't make the webinars, they're worth signing up because he'll send you a link so that you can watch them in your own time. So yeah, definitely check that out. Check on the channel. It was probably the video that's going to be underneath this live stream. And there you'll find the links to be able to register for those webinars. So let's just close off with the final comments. Lots of thank yous. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Please, I want to read about psychological marketing. Which source would you recommend? Blimey, I don't know. I'll have a think about it. I've read a number of books on selling. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what psychology marketing is. Can you sing Despacito song before you go, please? No, I can't. I don't know what that is. Anthony says, thank you very much. Thanks very much, Anthony. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, as Anthony says, if you did like this video, please do click the like button and subscribe. I'm sure you're already subscribed. That's why you're here. But if you're not, do subscribe. Tell your friends, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I do want to do that Skype call, Best Pet Supplies. Thanks for reminding me. If you're around tomorrow or sometime, just give me a shout. Let's do it. So yeah, I'm going to sign off. Thanks everyone for coming. I'm going to try and upload a video this week. Probably be an SEO one. I was going to do this. I'm doing a certificate one as well, but that didn't quite go to plan. So I'm going to kind of redo that one. But yeah, there will be an SEO one, hopefully going up this week. And be sure to check out my other channel, Alex Cooper. Just do a search on YouTube for Alex Cooper. I put up a video on there earlier this week, all about Givers Gain, which is quite interesting. So until next time, bye for now.